Our guest today, Debbie Love, coordinator for the Mruk Family Education Center on Aging.
That's a long one.
Yeah, I was going to say, my goodness, you got. Well, what's going on over at Mruk's?
Well, we're just kind of hanging out over there.
You got some special events coming up?
We've got a huge special event coming up. The Men's Health Forum is going to be, and I'm going to put my spectacles on here, on Thursday, May 16th.
Oh, great. That's not too far away.
Not too far away at the Baxter County Fairgrounds over in the Education Building.
Mm-hmm. Which is air conditioned.
Which is air conditioned, that's right. We know
or
that
heat,
firsthand.
Whatever we need in May.
That's right. Yeah, exactly. Stay tuned. It'll change, right? And it's going to start about 8:30. So, and this is men only. We'll do the ladies then in September. Mm-hmm. And so starting at 8:30, we'll have registration. We will have all kind of booths set up. We'll have hearing testing and vision testing. We have Dally's Fly Shop from out in Cotter coming, and they'll probably do some fly fishing demonstrations, which will be fun. We'll do the balance machine, and guys, if you haven't been on that, that's enlightening because it tells you where you are based on your age, how good your balance is, or in some cases, unfortunately, how bad your balance is.
But with corrective measures suggested on how to get back in balance. So
it's absolutely right. And we'll have nursing students from ASU that will actually run the balance machine and do blood pressure checks.
Wonderful.
So that's a lot of fun, too. Yeah. We will also then start the program about 10 o'clock. Danny Ponder, who most of you know and love, will be there, and he's going to talk about vitamins and supplements, what you need to know. You know, there's so much discussion, and people ask all the time, what vitamins should I be taking, what supplement should I be taking, so we thought we'd let him address that, and he'll address it from the male aspect as well.
Right.
Yeah, so we'll hit the ladies up in September then. Then we're going to have Dr. Daniel Decker.
Oh, wonderful.
Our wonderful urologist.
Yeah.
And he is quite skilled with the Da Vinci surgical system. And so I know that talking about prostate isn't always everybody's favorite thing, but he can certainly talk to the men about that and allow them to ask questions about it and clarify anything that they might want to know.
Sure. It's a great environment that you've created by having the men only.
It's only men.
They're going to be comfortable. It's just, it's the guys' locker room.
That's exactly right.
Down at the health
Ask
fair.
what you want, because there'll be some ladies there, but they will not be allowed in during the discussion aspect. So, but he is so skilled with the Da Vinci surgical system, and we're honored and thrilled to have him there. Then we're going to try something a little bit different. We're going to have a panel. On the panel will be Dr. Badajoe, gastroenterologist, Dr. Dickinson from surgery, Dr. Paul Nice, we know him as ear, nose, throat, right? Yep. Dr. Adam Newman, we'll get him to talk a little bit about skin cancer, melanomas, and things like that. We have Dr. Tim Payden, who a lot of people know and love, family practitioner. Some of you guys will know him from the VA clinic as well. Sure. We also invited Dr. Russ Rawls, orthopedics. Unfortunately, some of us are going through knee replacements and hip replacements and shoulder replacements. And
the joints are giving out.
Joints are giving out, yeah. So he's going to be there.
What a great panel.
Oh, it's going to be fun.
Oh, my goodness. What a wealth of knowledge and just years of experience that you've got right there. Really, from both ends of the spectrum. You've got some of the younger docs that are coming out of school and doing their residency, and they're so attuned to all this new technology.
Like the
you
Da Vinci.
Like the Da Vinci. And some of the older docs are catching up.
Yep, exactly.
So, and then you've got those that have been in the field for so many years, and they bring that practical application and experience with them. So, I mean, what a great panel.
And we'll have some cards there, and the guys can submit their questions, and we will kind of collect those before the docs get up on the stage and go through them and make sure that we get as many of those questions answered as we possibly can.
Yeah, because some people will probably be asking the same question, and they can address it that way.
Absolutely. So. Lunch is free, by the way, guys.
Oh, and you always have refreshments in the morning when they come in.
And we'll have all kinds of refreshments in the morning. Yeah. Arvis Bank has graciously yet again agreed to cook our hamburgers and hot dogs and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. So that's always kind of fun.
Yeah.
Then our guest speaker is Walt Coleman, and if you've not heard of him, he is an NFL referee out of Little Rock. He is absolutely phenomenal and hilarious. He is also used to be associated with Turner Dairy, which is now part of Highland Dairy.
Right.
But he is agreed to come and talk, and he will be a fun, wonderful ending to a great day.
I guess so.
He's a great guy.
I bet he has stories and stories upon stories.
He does. He was here a few years ago, and we were trying to think about who can we bring back. So we thought, oh, it's time to have some fun and to have some entertainment. So he's graciously agreed to come back.
Oh, that's wonderful. That's because this is the 5th annual. I cannot believe it's been
5 years.
I remember the groundbreaker year 1, and this is, my goodness, and it just gets larger each year.
It's bigger and bigger.
Do they have to have reservations for this?
We would like them to call in so that we can feed you.
Yeah, you have to know how many to feed.
Yeah.
Sure.
So you can call us at 508-3880. All we want to do is get your name down so that we make sure we have enough food for you.
Okay.
We'll also have some nice giveaways. I'm not going to tell you what the grand prize is, but it's a pretty special grand prize.
Ooh, I love.
Now we have some other things.
Can I sneak in down to just take photographs down? No, can't be there. No, drat.
We will take some pictures, though.
Okay.
We'll get some
All
pictures taken.
So Walt Coleman's coming.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
I'll tell you, with all that has gone up and down with the National Football League, my goodness.
He's got some good stories to tell.
The referees are always my heroes. They're always in great shape overall, but they're not the biggest guys out there by any means. And they get between these
huge,
behemoth kind of guys that are out there.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, I bet he's got stories.
He'll be fun. Yeah, he's a fun guy.
And every single one of these doctors that you've got are just at the top of their game. I mean, it's incredible. And I know, like with you're talking about Dr. Decker with urologist and the Da Vinci surgical machine. He just knows that thing. If you've ever got your kids or grandkids, whoever's watching, and they're out there playing these video games, my goodness, he can do that Da Vinci.
It's amazing, isn't it?
It is just an extension of his hands. I mean, the doctors truly are performing the surgery. It's just with less invasive techniques by using the Da Vinci, and they actually can see better. That good old robotic eyes that are going in there that they're looking at. Yeah, they can see much better.
They also say that the recovery is a lot quicker.
Yeah.
And the chance of infection's a lot less.
Yeah, it just absolutely, that's the good part of technology in our society. I mean, there's so many areas where technology has played such a prime role in healthcare. In helping us recover faster.
Yep.
So, and I know with all of this, I was just thinking, what a lot of people don't realize is years ago when surgeons operated, the size of your incision had to correspond with the size of the surgeon's hands, because he or she had to get in there and perform the surgery.
And I can attest to that firsthand. I was born with 30% of the bones in my feet missing.
Oh, my.
And I won't show you my scars, but the scars they took shin bone and created my feet. And the scars are long because there wasn't arthroscopic surgery back then.
Right.
So, and they did it I think I had about 10 surgeries, but it worked. Here I am in my cowboy boots.
Yeah, you go, girl.
Then I had one leg grow faster than the other leg. And your leg, docs, I may be wrong, but I was told your leg grows from here, here, and there. Yeah. And they went in and cut up the side of my knee and cut across the bone, which allowed this leg to catch up with that leg.
My goodness.
Yeah.
Any problems?
None. Zero. Zilch.
Really? Mm-hmm. Really? So the old techniques still worked.
They did work.
They worked.
Yeah, they did work.
But the new ones your recovery time is so much faster. And like you said, you always want to be sure that rate of infection is minimized as much as you possibly can. So,
absolutely. Yeah.
So no matter how sterile everything is, it's still an open wound.
It's still an open wound. That's right.
So, and those little germs, we just can't see them. So.
And that's one of the questions I think I'm going to make sure that Dr. Dickinson, as a surgeon, addresses. That what slows down the recovery sometimes is that we don't always follow the doctor's orders, and we do things a little too soon or expose ourselves to too many germs, and then end up with a little bit of an infection after a surgery.
And those discharge orders are there for a reason.
Right.
So you want to be sure and follow what your doctor suggests. So
Gotcha. Absolutely.
yeah. And some don't suggest it; they tell you to do it. So.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I want to hear more about looking for a lot of good men for the 5th Annual Men's Health Forum. But we need to take a short commercial break. Then we'll be back with our guest, Debbie Love.